nmixx. Sorry. Day 7, she's coming back. I don't give a fuck. Member girl group debuted in February 2022. February. It hasn't even been a year. This was the first time I was there in real time to watch a group being teased to debut. Can you tell I'm a 4th gen stan? I remember watching on the YouTube channel their covers and this specific dance video. I cannot tell you how blown away I was by the quality of dancing, the charisma, and the stage presence they had. And they haven't even fucking debuted yet. With so much raw talent, the group's future seemed incredibly promising. All they had to do was debut. Ding dong! I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I heard this song, I hated it. I don't like using that word because it's a very strong word, but I hated it. I understand, especially now, how important it is to appeal to the American market, hence putting in random English
words
so I can be able to sing this, that, pink venom if I don't fluently speak Korean. However, and this is coming from an NCT stan, it literally felt like they went into random word generator and got popcorn and Zero Coke and just threw it in there. I specifically remember talking to my dad being so sad and upset and honestly scared for them that this was their debut song and it felt so jumbled and all over the place, and there's this one song in the beginning and it completely switches to a different song and I didn't like either of them. Talking to my dad about how I was waiting for months or a month or a week. I was so excited for them to debut because they had the talent, they had the vocals, they had the dancing, and Lily was from Australia! Did not like this song when it first came out. So why the fuck was it on my on repeat playlist on Spotify? What happened? So I specifically remember this moment. It was that one faithful day when I went to go see Stray Kids on tour in June. JYP does this thing where they play, I don't know if all K-pop performances, I really do not remember if Blackpink did it, but JYP did it, where before Stray Kids will come out, they'll play clips of all the groups that are also under JYP. OO started playing. I remember going like, yo, why does this sound fire live? It was that and then a mixture of crowd going crazy and singing it at the top of their lungs. That genuinely shifted my perspective so much. I was like, yo, this sounds so fucking good live, bro. So June 29th that happened, right? Go to my Spotify and scroll down to see when I added OO. July. I started listening to it more and more. I started liking it more and more. And I went from liking none of the song to liking each part of the song to getting it stuck in my head. This reminds me of Seungmin was never my bias. Seungmin wasn't my bias wrecker. When I got into Stray Kids for a while, I honestly didn't pay a lot of attention to Seungmin. But then I obviously learned over time that he's honestly one of the funniest members of the group. I started getting into Seungmin a lot because every time I'd go on TikTok, I'd see Seungmin edits. I'd be constantly shown Seungmin edits more and more over and over again, and I was like, hold on a second. What is that? Science. Something your brain really likes, kids, is repetition. R-E-P-E-T-R-E-P-R. This is literally how your brain memorizes things. The more you do something, the more your memory will be strengthened, hence it becomes automatic. Familiarity. Your brain likes that, okay? That's why you like your comfort movie. You've watched it 1,001 times. You know what the fuck is gonna happen next. This is called the mere exposure effect. The more you're familiar to something, the more you're gonna like it. I heard this song at a concert. I would start to hear it more and more when I'd scroll on TikTok, people talking about it on YouTube. Yo, big juicy brain loves hearing the same song over and over again, and mine loves OO. Now let's talk about Dice. When I first heard the song, I didn't hate it like OO. I was just confused. I listened to Dice and I couldn't tell if I liked it or I didn't like it. Literally the first thought I had when I heard nmixx change up, let's go, I was like, oh, so they're doing this for every song. But now I'm literally like,
mixx, change up, let's go, big wave, gonna chill out.
And guess what? With time and repetition, that song is also on my on repeat playlist on Spotify. And I knew when I was first listening to Dice, my first reaction was not going to be the same a week later, 2 weeks later, because of my history with OO. And another song by NCT called Work It. I actually very much did not like that song when it first came, or when I first listened to it. Now I fucking love it. Repetition. Shout out to nmixx. I love them so much. That was it. Ready? nmixx, change up, let's go. Big wave, big wave. Ping, 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 dora. Go, go.